belong to the city. You belong to the night. In the river of darkness, he's the man of the night. Yeah. Every deal, playboy, just rest your soul. I'll be holding it down, yo. Still love the
Blooper.
Blooper. Alright. Hey.
Fuck it up. 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 Hey! Players! And play Eds was popping!
Yeah,
Was popping!
We in here.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, pleasure.
It is a pleasure. Excuse me? We saw. Okay, we come with the fire and the heat today. Old Earth, Wind, and Fire. Welcome to the Clydecast.
Yes.
I just wanted to be different. It doesn't make us any more special.
That's smooth though, man.
Fresh off a beautiful All-Star weekend.
Oh man,
I hope everybody's doing well. I know LeBron doing well. You're 19. Stop playing with him and help him, please. He needs a GoFundMe page. I'm sick of Russell Westbrook.
I know.
The dunk contest was terrible.
Yes.
We gotta change that. We
just we need to bring people off the street. YouTube dunkers.
The amateur dunkers. I mean, even they would be more better than what we have here.
I'm telling you.
Because the stars don't want to come out. No one wants to get hurt. Everybody's, and I get it, the big game and everything like that. But
you throw a couple bands for that winner.
Go 10 throw 10 bands to me. I'm not here attempting to do
let's
windmills.
go.
I'll be a stunt double. Let you jump over
I'll
me.
get on some dunk training.
I'll be right up on this. Plenty of Instagram pages for that.
My calves be looking like goddamn steel out here trying to win about like $100,000 for that.
That's what I'm saying, It was a great overall experience that I wish I could have been a part of if we were rich.
Yes.
But in 5 short years, when this blows up, we will be.
Let's go.
And we'll be hosting it. To see our faces.
Let's go.
No, that would be absolutely wild.
That's the dream, though. That's the dream. We gotta keep our dreams.
Here we are, episode 1.
Yes.
Again,
just going back on that, so what would the viewers expect from the channel? We're starting it out.
I would say expect any and everything, even the thoughts that you have alone in your mind, because there's not an avenue that we're not going to tackle over here. I would like to create an area where, you look at this and don't just think like, oh, we're only in one, social group.
Yeah.
I want to kind of explore social groups that I've not really been around or am unfamiliar with as well, because life is short.
Yeah.
And I enjoy, looking at different aspects of life and seeing whatever we can see in the short amount of time that we have here. So I really want that to be, a huge focal point of, even if it's something that we're not consciously aware of as we're preparing to do this, you hit us up and say, hey, I think this would be interesting thing to talk about. Yes, we are. We stretch. A lot of yoga. Did 2 classes. Well, you did. I'm not. Broke something.
All day I get paid.
Yes, but we expect to have everything. We're going to have games on here. We are going to just trivia this place.
Yes.
As much as we need to, whenever we need to.
We got to test the mind.
I got to. Movies. We're going to talk shows. We're going to talk sports. Obviously, music.
You see the jersey he's wearing.
And you already know who the GOAT is. And courtesy of the GOAT, LeBron James, every person that comes onto this lovely show will have the honor and privilege of this right here.
Yes.
This beautiful chart that you must fill out. And it won't...
You see the names that are on there.
Of course I do. we got to let people know that you picked the right one, which is LeBron.
Exactly. There's only one.
Who the GOAT is. But yes, there's not an avenue that we're not going to tackle. And, I plan on reaching out to people that are, in whether it's teachers or, police officers.
Yeah.
It don't matter where you work or
Any
what
walk
you
of
do.
life.
Any walk of life. You know, I want to come in here and explore that avenue and, you know, maybe see things that other people aren't seeing or, you know, maybe less appreciative.
Exactly.
Local business is another, you know, big thing that I try to get behind. No knock on, you know, anything brand name, but I really do think it starts at home.
Yes.
And, you know, you create a good environment around you that only helps the next generation, you know, ascend to whatever they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we should be at a point now where it should be more than making the money that we make for ourselves and then just, oh, well, you know, I make this much. I'm only going to be here 80 plus years.
Yeah.
You got to think about continuing that longevity after
we're not
you.
The last generation.
Right. We're not.
Hopefully not.
Well, hopefully. Lord, I swear.
Let's keep hope.
The tidal wave coming up out of here.
I know.
But you got to think about those kind of things, I feel like. So that's huge. I would like this to really hit every aspect that I can.
Okay.
At this point.
And I think we kind of, you know, touched on a little there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, so, you know, I guess what would be, like, the ultimate goal? Again, just to let our viewers know, you know, what we set out, what would be the ultimate goal, like, in our head.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, it can change on the way.
Yeah, I think this is something that, you know, we're just going to dive into and we're just going to see where it goes. You know, obviously we're not, you know, if this blows up and we're able to make, you know, something like impactful out of this, then absolutely. But, and hey, if it burns, it burns. But I'd rather say that we tried it than to have said that we not, instead of, you know, just speculated on it the whole time. But the ultimate goal, I want to create a safe place for people to go to, you know, for everything. You know, if you need a laugh, if you need advice, if you need a different perspective on things, which we also need also.
Yeah.
So
this is for us too.
Right. You know, I want this to be, you know, a place with minimal hate, because I know we can't eradicate all of it.
Internet, so
you know, it's the internet.
People
They're gonna do what they do. You know, and I'm not feeding into it. I might just and if you have a good insult, we might make a reel of like best. You know,
be creative.
Yes, be creative.
Let's go. You
might
make it on the show.
Don't hold back now. Just watch my teeth though. That's a little sensitive about that.
Jose, nothing's off limits for me. So you
absolutely not. You are a walking punchline to be punched at all times.
I like the I guess the reference. Like you look like, or who left the dad of whoever like onto this show. Because I know that's coming.
Right, you know, like Humpty Dumpty or like...
Yeah, that's true.
Something.
I fell off. I'm like...
Okay, hopefully by the end of this season, you will shave your head.
Yes.
I'm hoping. And I'm hoping you will let me do it as well.
Here.
On the side, I see you dabbling up a little bit.
Should
you know.
I show them the top, though?
The top? I would like to keep the viewers we have.
Oh, okay, all right, I'll wait.
If we get... To a certain level, to where we can lose like 300 or 400 and still be all right.
So
you know.
So what you're saying is it's so bad that we might lose.
Well,
I mean, you're right.
Most pilot episodes aren't that like entertaining.
That's true.
Per se, unless it's like a really great show, where it's like if you get a good pilot, you can really hook them and then be like, oh, they want to come back and see what's good on the next one, you know. But that's where we need to get to.
All right.
At that point.
And then, so even going back to like the people, the comments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go over the rules, expectations for guests, viewers. What we hold ourselves to. So
yes, we have regulations. The biggest, and I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm going to. We will not be joking of the death of children.
Yes.
Or rape of any manner. Yeah. Shall not be tolerated here. So if you have rape jokes, please throw them away. No, we are not we're not fans of that. So I feel like that's pretty simple. And I love heated arguments, I really do.
Yes.
I love like pushing the button, but respectfully. Like when we start getting into I feel like to me when you've lost an argument when you start coming at the person characteristically.
No character defamation.
You know, so it's like we can do this respectfully disagree. Yeah,
stay on topic, right?
Just stay on the topic, man.
And
like
if you lost, then move off topic.
Just move off topic.
Just change it.
Yeah, that's all. It's very very simple. We're adults here, and Yeah, because I look at it this way: if that's the avenue you want to go, I'm not going to stop you, but it could just be more productive if we,
Yeah. Well, we're just. I mean,
buck.
especially if it's online, like the comments stuff, we just not gonna pay attention to it. We're not gonna draw attention to it.
I don't have time.
Keep pushing.
I don't have time. I like to sleep, and cook.
And then, so the last question that
Yes.
I got for you today, again, just kind of perspective, give them a background, like when did we decide to do this? Like, where did it all start from? Was it like something that we saw, or was it more internal? Something.
I think it might have started when we were 3. I fortunately suffered a severe head injury at 3 years old. I was kicked in the back of the neck by an acrobatic child with an unrealistic amount of energy for no reason.
Says I can't say anything.
Yeah, I think you could because you were there and it was you. And
Actually, it's over 7 years, so statute of limitations. You know, all this.
Limitations, but then you tell them how the teacher yelled at me because of the energy bestowed upon you. You could have been in a Mountain Dew commercial when they didn't even realize who you were.
They said I hit her with the Jedi mind voice.
You did.
I was like,
this started, I would say, I've wanted to do this since about 18 or 19.
Okay.
But now that we're in a time period where we can talk about mental health and other things that are bothering us,
Yes.
a lot of that was holding me back and restraining me from wanting to do this because it was always, how am I going to look to people?
Yeah.
How are they going to perceive me? And, my anxiety starts creeping up like, oh my God, like, what if everyone doesn't like it?
Yeah.
Then I realized you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
And again, life is short. So I figured, why not try to turn this into something? It's something I've always wanted to do, and I feel like I've had a passion for.
Oh yeah.
But I've just been afraid to, jump. Like you got to be willing to fail in order to succeed. I do believe that. So
I wish we basically had one of those reality TV shows, because what we want this to be is basically what we do on a regular. Sit around the table and from almost nothing get into heated debates on, from trivial stuff where it's more fun.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say heated. I mean, it can get a little.
I mean, it's excited. Passions start to get stirred.
I'd say they're pretty broad and not a whole lot of energy is put into it,
But
especially from your end.
You know what?
What?
You about to get the fire. You about to get.
Okay.
But,
all right. You watch one season of Avatar and think you can talk to people in any kind of way you want.
Man, don't make me.
It's actually a great show. I watched it for the first time last year. It's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, there's not anything we're not going to go for. Okay. So yes, like, is this nerve-wracking? Absolutely. Do I think it's gonna go smooth at first? No. I mean, I have to figure this out. This is all new to me.
Yes.
At this point.
Me too.
And I'm be honest with y'all. We have 2 iPhones. These are the cameras.
Yes.
Now that would be crazy if this joint really popped off.
Let's go.
Just 2 iPhones? Man, don't even get me started.
Maybe iPhones will hook us up.
Hey.
You're looking like, 5G now? 6G?
Look,
maybe?
as long as I get the new phone and it don't break.
That's true.
In like
don't
2
be
days.
sending me no faulty phones.
That's all I've ever asked for. It actually happened to me one time, I think like 3 years ago. I got a new phone 3 times. There was something wrong with the phone each time. It was crazy.
3 times.
Absolutely crazy. I ended up getting a really good deal though because of all the craziness. They were like, we're going to give you the AirPods, the Morphe charger. I was like, rack it up. Okay. Yeah, we was on that
he
stuff.
Was like, this don't work. And he's like, it came like this. Let me get the...
exactly. Don't talk about this lavish stuff over here. So, but yes, that's where we are with everything. It's a good time over here. We're really going to try to bring all the energy, all the smoke, all the fire, the water even.
Yes.
I'm bringing it to everybody. So, with that being said, these are going to roll out the best way that we can make it roll out. I just ask you to be patient. This is a busy time of year for the both of us. So, I might be a little sketchy with the dropping of the episodes at first, but
we're gonna try to stay consistent.
Yeah,
it just might be more spaced out.
Right. Summertime comes around, we're definitely a little more flexible, and by then I would hope to have a very consistent rhythm with everything that's going on.
Oh yeah.
So
we just gotta get the habit.
Absolutely.
Like,
You know?
like you be hitting the gym, right? You go to the gym every week.
Well.
A little bit. I mean, hey man, we've been hitting it a little.
Everybody talking over here and these guns, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know what's up. Don't make me have to bring it out.
So I angle the camera this way, it's like it's it can't really get my stomach. But
No,
it has
They can't see my arms and my string beans. It's all
right, because you've ever had body fat on your body, like a mini Aaron Donald that plays golf.
Just the most.
Well, it's still a tough sport, you know. It is.
That was the most well maneuvered diss because there was enough.
I wouldn't call it this. I mean, you like this is where I need y'all help. I don't know any golfers.
To be honest, actually, I'll take it because basically
Justin, it was Justin Day.
Justin Day, he kind of nice.
No, my
There's
fault.
one dude,
Phil Mickelson,
his crazy name, like Matt.
Steph Curry.
something. He nice at golf though. He got his own.
Man.
He got the putt one.
Shit, MJ.
Oh, but I mean,
It's a game you should have played, and then when you had no problems talking about who go this, go that, like
we gonna find out.
we already actually know it's clearly enough evidence to prove that point.
You saw Michael.
Okay, just because he got the loudest ovation at All-Star Weekend.
History of everything.
Okay, because we didn't know he was gonna be there, and then he just showed up. It was all for glam. He trying to upstage my boy at his hometown, but he. No, it's insane how much time has passed and the dominance this man has over just appearing somewhere. It's ridiculous.
Man with straight Beatles on him.
He does. I know part of it is because he doesn't show his face as much anymore. But if we're really talking about the star of the show, it wasn't Michael Jordan. It wasn't some random guy, wearing number 30 on the Warriors, dropping 50 points, 16 threes in the All-Star game. It's really about the gentleman who said, I'm tired. Like, I want to go home. Like, we back home in Cleveland. Let me just get this little air, get the air dynamic.
I'm sorry, Zach. Yeah, he didn't have to do you like that.
Y'all should have did something better than that, but you knew that anyway. But that is for another day and another time. I thank anybody that has watched this and is able to really help us get out there and get this ball moving. So as a first episode, I'm going to tell y'all from the jump, if you riding with us, we riding with you, and I appreciate every single one of y'all.
Yes.
Anybody that rolls up on this. So from myself and my brother over here, Sir Chadwick, a.k.a. the Diesel.
Diesel. What up, Chad? So he's like, man, no, fuck.
Like a 10 Diesel or something like that, With that being said, until next time.
Yes.
We out!
Ride it out.
Hey, 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 hey. Get me some Chick-fil-A.